The man accused of kidnapping and presumed responsible for the killing of a 26-year-old Chinese scholar was actually at a rally and vigil for Zhang Yingying last week. In court, Deputy U.S. Attorney Brian Ferret said the suspect, Brent Christensen, is a threat to flee the area, and he remains a danger to the community. The prosecutor said that during last week's public vigil, the FBI recorded Christensen talking to someone, and the suspect explained characteristics of his ideal kidnapping target. Looking at the crowd during the march, he actually pointed out people who fit the description. And lastly, the government says audio later shows Christensen took Yingying back to his apartment where she fought and resisted.
Justice for Yingying!
For the demonstrators, it was chilling new information.
I'm kind of just speechless right now. That's really horrible.
Defense attorneys say they are not surprised the federal judge denied the request for Christensen to go free pending trial, and earlier urged the community to keep an open mind. And now?
One of the founding principles of the American system of justice is the right to confront and cross-examine the witnesses against you. There was certainly no cross-examination when it's a one-sided recitation of what the government hopes to prove.
Zhang's father, aunt, and boyfriend have been in the U.S. now nearly 3 weeks. In court, the family has showed little emotion, staring intently at the suspect. Wang Zhidong is a Chicago attorney explaining the proceedings to the family. He was finally able to relay some news the father wanted to hear.
When I told him the judge ruled that the defendant is going to be held during trial until trial, he showed some sort of a relief sign.
This composite sketch circulated after Yingying was kidnapped. Turns out it was done by Li Huey, a well-known police sketch artist thousands of miles away in China's Shandong province. To the surprise of Illinois authorities, Lin was able to create the drawing after spending days going over one piece of evidence, the surveillance video.
When they saw that, their reaction was immediately, who did this? What sources they have?
Chinese authorities, law enforcement authorities, have eagerly been offering to do more, to provide assistance here. But sources say every time they approach the federal authorities, they firmly but politely turn down the offer. The federal authorities here say they have the case under control, Mike, and at this point they are urging more patience.
Sean, I can't imagine what it must be like for that family to be in that courtroom and listen to all of this. How are they holding up?
When you talk to people who are close to the family, they say they're doing about as well as you can expect. I had a chance to sit down for some time on last Thursday, and talk with the father, the aunt, and the longtime boyfriend. He's been a boyfriend of Yingying for 8 years, so they're very close. It's incredibly difficult for them. They wanted to talk at the time. They were still hopeful that she could be found. But since this dramatic new disappointing news has come out, the family has pretty much sequestered itself. They're being worked with by the University of Illinois, as well as law enforcement officials, and of course, Zhidong, the attorney in Chicago, coming down. Right now, they just want some peace, and they want some kind of resolution. They say they're not prepared to go home until they find Yingying.
Sean Caleb's live for us in Urbana, Illinois. Thanks so much.